the universe's most powerful psychic is working on the second collection for her small business.
Okay, so I've been testing this bag for the past few months to see if it was going to be good for this next launch. I used a different brand of iron-on, and I see that it's starting to kind of come up in some places. This one I did have a little mishap with, but this corner shouldn't be coming up. So I don't know if this is an issue because I used a new iron-on for this, or if it's because I didn't do it long enough, because I've never ironed onto this kind of material before. The other thing I noticed is that the bag inside that it folds up into after repeated use, some of these stitches are starting to kind of tear apart, so I think I might need to reinforce them by sewing along here, perhaps a zigzag stitch, so that this bag inside will be stronger. So I need to order the materials and remake this to see if the second version will be stronger. Okay, for some reason at the end of the print, my iPad lost connection with the Cricut, so it did not get the last letter in the print. But since this is just a sample bag to test if this HTV will work better than the one I used before, it's not really a big deal. So I'm just going to try to cut out the last letter by myself. I realized I don't have any white top thread, which is what I wanted to use for these bags, but I decided I'm just going to use navy blue, which is what I have, because the craft store is a little bit too far to bike right now. So I'm just going to stick with the navy blue right now, and then in the future, when I do the final product of these bags, if doing the reinforced stitch on that inner bag does a good job, I'll just switch to the white for the final product. Besides reinforcing the little inner bag, I also reinforced the side edges and the bottom, because since these little stitches on this were starting to come apart after this little bag was filled up, so I thought that the same thing might be possible with the bigger bag. So I went ahead and reinforced the sides, because so far when I've been testing this, I haven't really put anything too super heavy in it, and it hasn't been super full more than like once or twice, because I've only been carrying small things. So I reinforced the edges and the bottom, and then I'm gonna test this out with some more heavy packing stuff so that we can really see if it's made for having fun. This is what the bag looks like when it's all squished up inside of the inner bag. I'm torn on if I want to leave this blank or if I also want to put a little logo on here, like a smaller version of that one, or if I want to do a separate logo altogether related to the collection. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet. Okay, so today's the first day of my period, so I'm feeling a little bit like what? So I was gonna order food, but nothing online really looked that good. So I decided to just take the bike out, and I feel like the universe rewarded me, because when I went, I saw that Publix had these mini glazed croissants. I keep seeing all these videos online of people going to Publix, and they're like, you could ask the employees to glaze the croissants. I feel nervous to do that, and I don't want to disrupt the workers, so I didn't actually want to like ask for it. So I was really excited when I saw that they just had them. So I'm really excited to try these this morning. I feel like they look like they'll be really good. Okay, the goal for my recipe today is I need to make a list of all of the products that I want to include for sure in this next launch, so that I can then make a list of all the supplies that I need to go ahead and order so I can finish making all of those things. So for this collection, I think all clothing will be made to order, so it'll take a little bit longer to ship, but I think that it'll be fine because so far our clothing has been selling a lot slower than jewelry. So I'm going to stick to making all the jewelry ahead of time, and then we might switch to made to order for this collection and see how it works. But yeah, basically the goal today is we need to make a list of all the supplies that we need to order so that we can go ahead and finish up this collection. Okay, so we're coming up on my last weekend here in Orlando. Jasmine and her boyfriend are headed up today, and then they're gonna spend the weekend with us before taking me home. So I wanna make sure I have all my packing done today, so then that we can just focus on having a fun weekend this weekend before I go home for the rest of the year. So the goal today is to get all of our stuff all packed up and ready. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather because it's the second day of my period today, so we're gonna be fighting through that, but yeah, that's the goal for today.
No, I just got the normal.
Last time when we came here, they had like an art market.
We have like those guys. There's so many oaks. And then I didn't get to watch it running out round. That was Opus for the defense.
My psychic senses tell me good things are in store if you subscribe. On next episode, I move back to the Florida countryside. I'm falling behind on work. Can you use your psychic senses to tell if I'll be able to launch this collection on time?